I adopted my daughter 8 years ago from China. She lives in the vortex most of the time. When I first adopted her, she had spent the first 10 months of her life in an orphanage, and she developed, I guess you would call them coping skills. We call them orphanage behavior, thrashing, head banging. And through the years, the head banging...
Call it eagerness to do more than my conditions were allowing me to do. And think about it in terms of what we were just saying. Because in sort of the same way, when you need your circumstances to be a certain way that they're not, you're all banging your heads.
Correct. So through the years it comes and goes. And for a child who spends a majority of their day in the vortex, but at night or early morning coming in and out of sleep, as her mother, I just have this need for her to stop banging her head.
Tell us again, when does she most often do that?
Like I said, it comes and goes, so we can go 6 months.
But when? What part of her day? And what's going on?
Right when she goes to bed. She'll go to bed. And
so it's when you put her back in her cage?
Pretty much.
But she has a sort of visceral memory of that, of being confined and not allowed. So even at that early age, she's already feeling the enthusiasm about being physical and wanting to have those experiences. And so we just want to point out that that's just what she's associating it with.
Okay, so, because when I asked her, why do you bang your head? She said, it puts me fast to sleep. So to me, that's saying that's soothing for her. But you see already what she's giving you, and this is important in light of the conversation that we had earlier. She's trying to give you the answer that she knows that you want from her. This is what we were talking about earlier, about how as a society and as parents and mentors, everyone does it. Don't worry about it. When you are not consciously making the association between your vibration and what's coming to you, but instead you're associating the conditions that are around you with your emotions. I feel this way not because of what I'm focusing on. I feel this way because of the condition that I can't control that I'm responding to. You with us so far? So what that does with most people is it makes you want to control conditions. And so in wanting to control conditions, most parents want their children to go to bed so that they can have a moment without their children before they go to bed. There's a lot of reasons for wanting your kids to go to bed, but that's a big one. So your children know this is something that you want because your behavior shows them that. They're rewarded, oh, that's a good girl, when they do what you want, and they're not rewarded, oh, no, 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 no. And so right away, you train each other, and it's all right. We just want you to understand it. You train your daughter to respond to what you want rather than toward what she wants, because she already discovered a sort of futility in wanting something that she couldn't have. That happened before she even came to you. So here's what we would encourage. What you're wanting to do is to find a way of activating within her a feeling of satisfaction about going to bed. We're going to give you all something that will be really worth hearing. When you go to bed, we're asking all of you, when you go to bed, do you just throw yourself into your bed? Oh, thank God this day is over. It's just a little respite from the agony of being alive. Now, you think we're kidding, but we watch you. Or are you baskers as you go to bed? Oh, what a good place this is. What a good night's sleep am I going to have? How good this mattress feels. What a good creator I am. As I get to put myself in this comfortable environment, the temperature is comfortable, and the mattress is comfortable, and my bedding is comfortable, and my clothing is comfortable, and I'm at ease. When you bask your way into your bed, think about the things you say to your children so often. And we don't mean to make this comparison with this orphanage that you were talking about, but so often bed is like punishment to an eager one who is so eager to still flow energy and have things to think about. And so that's the association. And so until bed feels like privacy
until it feels like thinking one's own thoughts, until it feels like getting to do something fun there for a little while. You're following what we mean, aren't you?
I can confirm that she never bangs her head when I let her sleep with me. But I don't want her to sleep with me every night.
But we're not asking you to change that condition. We're asking you to understand what components are different. It's the isolation that she doesn't like. So isolation's on one end of the stick, privacy's on the other. Having time to be alone. All parents think that that is heaven on earth. But someone else might think that it's deprivation of stimulation, and it's not heaven on earth. So what we're getting at here is we just want you to understand that almost everybody's trying to parent from weighing the pros and the cons and the pluses and the minuses of this behavior over this behavior. And almost nobody is taking into consideration alignment first. If we're asking you to allow her to be satisfied and therefore ready to be more satisfied and therefore ready to be more satisfied on her way to really enjoying a good night's sleep, that's different than asking her to make that jump. Really, head banging is not that far from the negative emotion that you all commonly feel on a daily basis. But when somebody's just taking it a step further and exaggerating their frustration into something that is a bigger manifestation, then you think you've got a really big problem. When we say, good for her for showing you that she's frustrated over these conditions, and good for you for not deciding that she's just going to get used to that. You see, that's what much of the world is teaching. Suck up your frustration and suck it up and behave differently and pretend that it's all right with you, whether it is or not. In other words, please me. Don't follow your own impulse. Oh, so big. Isn't it big? Are you hearing it? Is it putting you into a state of confusion about what to do because our kids will never go to bed? They will when they're tired, and they will if bed isn't made out to be something that is a punishment. There are children who look forward to going to their bed, who go to bed willingly, who like being in the privacy of their room. And it doesn't have to be that way. But before you can convey anything to anyone else, you have to be feeling it yourself. And you can't say anything that isn't real, because kids especially can smell a rat. And so if you're trying to manipulate them by saying words that you don't mean, then you're not going to get anywhere. If you're really ready to just go to bed and die because you're so tired, then any light and fluffy words you say will not be heard, because your child is feeling your vibration very keenly, more than your words. So what you want to do is find the deliciousness of your own bedtime and ponder it from time to time. And when you're in bed, really deliberately enjoy it. And then you'll find yourself receiving inspiration just at the right time. You'll say, ooh, I keep thinking about how lovely my bed is. And if she's around, and yours is too. I keep thinking about how good it feels to slip into those good smelling sheets. Do your sheets smell good, you might say to her? I just love that time when I can be all to myself and just thinking my own thoughts. It's so delicious. I think it's my ultimate freedom. Ooh, my ultimate freedom. I like to just mull over what a beautiful day I've had, or what a beautiful night's sleep I'm going to have. Don't you all want to leave right now and go take a nap? A few of you are taking it now. And so we're going to say to you, you just can't get there from there. You cannot punish someone into behavior that will serve them. And you cannot demand them into behavior that will serve them. And we know we're exaggerating these points because that's not how you want to be. But understanding this, isn't it nice to understand this? Isn't it nice to know that everyone wants to feel good and everyone has the capacity to? And as a parent, you really don't want to feather someone's nest so much that then they need you to continue to feather their nests. And you can't teach what you don't know, and you can't know what you're not vibrating, and you can't know it unless you're a vibrational match to it. So again, another sales job about meditating, about getting yourself there and getting yourself there. So meditate on Sunday and go as far as you can go, and meditate on Monday and go as far as you can go, and meditate on Tuesday. And what you're going to begin noticing is you're not too far into that with this very active question, to which the answer is in your vortex, that the universe will orchestrate circumstances and events, which means timing for you. where you'll be in the perfect place, where the perfect impulse and the perfect things to say will come forth from you, and you will notice a resolution coming to this. We want to say to all of you, you are so much freer than you know that you are. And no matter what the circumstance or the condition of your current experience, you might be working where you don't really want to work. You might be living where you don't really want to live. You might be in a relationship that isn't satisfying in this way or that way. But everything that you've been living has caused you to ask for something that you have the capacity to receive the trail to. And your inner being is giving you the information to your path of least resistance. You've put the resistance on your path, and your inner being is never saying, oh, get rid of that resistance before we'll guide you. Your inner being is saying, oh, we see that there's some resistance here and here, so come over here and then go over there and then go over there. Esther lost a gold pen. Oh, she felt so bad. She wanted it back. She loved it so much. She wrote love letters with it. It was a gift from Jerry. She wanted it to be back in her possession. Couldn't find it. Looked everywhere. Searched everything. Couldn't find it. Jerry kept saying, don't worry about it. We'll just get another. No, I want that one. I want that one. Couldn't find it. Can't get there from there. Can't get there. You can't find something that's lost. Just couldn't get there. Finally, she let it go because she just gave up. It was futile to keep trying. And one day she was looking for a little beautiful bottle that sprays perfume that she kept in her purse. And she thought, where was the last time I had that? Oh yeah, it was in that bag. She went to her closet, got that bag down, reached in, expected to come out with her perfume, came out with her gold pen. She had looked for it and looked for it. Her inner being knew where it was. She said, Abraham, why didn't you tell me where it was? We were telling you, but you were so determined to believe it was lost, you couldn't receive the impulse. So we said, go over there, 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 till she forgot completely about it. Then go over there to get something else, and there it was. And so very often your inner being is guiding you according to your path of least resistance. Everyone is being guided according to their path of least resistance. So over time, we've been encouraging you to get rid of the resistance as best you can by reaching for the thought that feels better and better and better. And today we're telling you, encouraging you, that meditation is the way that you release the most resistance in the easiest way, and then the inspiration that leads you to the solution to everything that feels like a problem will come to you, and it will be fun in the process. You see, every day, everything just gets better and better. Everything just gets better and better while you throw more stuff in the vortex that makes it better and better and better and better. Did we get there for you?
Thank you. This is going to sound cliche, but I knew you were going to pick me.
That means you were ready to be ready to be ready to be ready to be ready. So there you are. And did you see how much trouble we had getting you separated from the others? No. That's how your inner being is determined too. Your inner being knows right where what you want is, but more important, knows what part of the trail you are most likely to be able to find now. Did you hear that? We're going to say that again. Your inner being knows where you are in relationship to everything you want, but most important, knows where you are in relationship to what part of the trail that you're ready to find. So impatient ones, aren't you just going to be more satisfied to get on the trail? And aren't you going to try less to jump over everything that you can't jump over? This is a good time for a segment of refreshment.